Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with HEMABATI Kumantabam. First, the headlines. Flood water inundates homes and streets in parts of Imphal East and Imphal West districts as major rivers flowing in the districts swell above a danger mark. Flood wreaks havoc in Senapati district as structures located near river banks swept away by strong current. Authority opens relief centers for flood-affected people. Water Resources Department urges evacuation of Imphal River floodplain residents amid ongoing floods. WRD takes steps for emergency flood control. And India sees surge in COVID-19 cases within 24 hours with reports of 4 new fatalities. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Several places in Imphal East and Imphal West districts are reeling under flood waters, with homes and their surroundings submerged. Incessant rain during the last couple of days has pushed the water level of Imphal River up, which subsequently led to breached riverbanks and water overflowing its banks at multiple locations, which include Kurai Lainingtho, Awangba, and western part of Lamlong High Secondary School. Imphal River also overflowed at Achang Bigay Thong, Khabam Lai Hiraufam, Kurai Thangjam Laikai, Kurai Thodam Laikai, and Sanjain Thong, resulting in floods at multiple localities. Meanwhile, the water level of Nambul River has also risen significantly. Many areas are still vulnerable to flood as of now, and the situation could worsen if rain does not stop.
Haukiba numit khani asida lepole tena nong chukiba maruina chingi lamsingda akan mamawong nong chubana maram orakanda Imphal chiliba maruiba turelgi imaisi yamna thuna wangkhalakiba aduga haujikti akogi turel ising patharakpadagi Imphal East ki tongan mafam kaya ama ising thudnikre aina hojik leiba mafam asi akogi Sanjain Thongdagi awanglomda khachakala leiba aduga akogi Kanglan nopok thoknagina hitang tatharakba hariba Kanglan nopok amadi henthong anigi marakta dimdai long hari mafam asida turel ising patharakpadagi haujiksi akogi Imphal East ki tongan mafam singatari maruina sida leiriba akogi chepon area kunung mamang wangkhai nongwai bung hari mafam singasi loinemak isinga thumjin khre haujiksu isingsi sentherak ba letri haitare miyana ubiriba ichela sini masi dum ugo dum khangani haibatre kyamu yam kanba gaibedu zalaiba iraya sini tuna maram orega haujiksi turel gi sing patharak pasi kogi thonjel laga semba ngamdri haibagi mami ma chaw tari maruina mafam manung se changgel lakanda kyamu yamna kyamu sangna pathabagi haibedu launa bo hona jage du hodu fabu gendi irei se amna kanba aduga kogi leiriba rescue gi laiba miyam tongan ba melena ba sing makoi sing lona chang mona tragadi kara khudong chada bana mara mora kana makha ta na mu karam mafam da thonna bo hona ribage thingna bo hona ribage bi haijage
Akoi konung mamang je isai ira yamna kalle ai baje ira athugi asukimati kalle to thangan jene sile
Imphal East ki manung chana kogi All India radio complex pumba thum khe tabak tawu ya khidre ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯛꯄꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯡ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯁꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯗꯩꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯥꯎꯁꯤꯡ ꯄꯥꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯁꯦꯝ ꯁꯥꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯐꯝ ꯊꯝꯃꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯛꯄꯨ ꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯆꯦꯟꯕ ꯂꯦꯞꯇꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯁꯥꯡꯅ ꯆꯦꯟꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯄꯥꯛꯁꯤꯟꯅ ꯏꯆꯥꯎ ꯊꯣꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯃꯃꯥꯡ ꯆꯍꯤꯗ ꯊꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯗꯕ ꯃꯥꯌꯣꯛꯅꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯆꯤꯡꯅꯕ ꯅꯨꯡꯅꯥꯡꯕ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯅꯥꯀꯜ ꯑꯃꯔꯣꯝꯗ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯋꯦꯁꯀꯤ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯀꯌꯥꯗꯁꯨ ꯇꯨꯔꯦꯜ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯀꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯆꯤꯡꯅꯕ ꯂꯩꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯤꯡꯒ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯀꯦꯜ ꯂꯤꯗꯔꯁꯤꯡ ꯂꯨꯆꯤꯡꯕꯁꯤꯡꯒ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯇꯨꯔꯦꯜ ꯃꯄꯥꯟꯗ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯊꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯄꯜ ꯊꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯄꯥꯊꯣꯔꯛꯀꯗꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯦꯝꯖꯤꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯤ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯇꯥꯔꯤ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯄꯤꯖꯔꯛꯀꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ SKTV ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯀꯤ ꯄꯥꯎꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯈꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯃꯌꯨꯝ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯝꯆꯥꯟ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ
ꯆꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯀꯔꯤ
ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯁꯦ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯅꯤꯡꯈꯥꯏꯗꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯔꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯆꯠꯍꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯅꯤꯡꯈꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
ꯅꯪ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤꯗꯤꯅꯦ ꯄꯥꯗꯤ ꯄꯥꯊꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯄꯥꯊꯕꯗꯣ ꯈꯔ ꯄꯥꯊꯕ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯄꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯊꯣꯟꯕ ꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯆꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ
ꯑꯗꯨ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯕꯀꯣ
ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯁꯦ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯅꯤꯡꯈꯥꯏꯗꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯛ ꯆꯠꯂ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯠꯍꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ
ꯃꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯕ ꯑꯣꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯂꯥꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ
ꯈꯔ ꯂꯥꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯌꯨꯛꯇ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯥꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯝꯃꯦ
ꯑꯗꯨ ꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯅꯦꯝꯊꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯅ ꯈꯟꯕꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯃꯁꯤ
ꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯈꯔꯗꯤ
ꯄꯥꯊꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯀꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯁꯣꯝ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯂꯣꯝꯗ ꯈꯔ ꯀꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯦ ꯈꯤꯇꯪꯗꯤ ꯅꯦꯝꯊꯔꯛꯑꯦ
यारो से पाधर तो लहरब मना थोंग लेरे
Infal iski manung samba Kurai Lamnong Thongi Mapadudani, Kurai Lamnong Thongasi, Infal Turelgi Mataka Saba, Yam the Maruiba, Infal is Amadi Infal West Hongariba, Turelamani. Infal iski Makarom the Yam Matamda, Hariba, Hongasitaki Awang Pangna, Hakachiba, Hibadi, Kurai Kochiba, Kurai Hakumokong Amadi, Pangaita, Hikabalambi, Azuzi Pamopauda, Kurai Hakumokomapada, Turelonambal, Karapati, Hibadi, Simpatapati, and Maramoraga, Hariba Lambisida, Maruiba, Gari, Karanatana, Sato Sinto with the Kudong Saro, had an Lambi, and Kreluna. Hariba Lamnong Thong asitagi makapangna turin mapa lambida sakhigadaba minu thong tagadaba lambi asisu chathok chasin tawbada khudong sar hedana lekai gi miyamna tholalaga hariba lambi asi thijangkhre sigi oina ayu angan badagi hongna khogi khurai thangjam lekai khurai thodam lekai khogi laimam lekai amadi khurai pothiba lekai hariba akoiba sida lairiba turin longnam balasi kairakna maram oiraga miyam asi mamang sahi dongna hariba mafum sing asi Chau Tolagadra Hadana Kogi, Mipaina Pona Rubani, Adabu Lekagi, Ladiba, Muikan, Tolaga, Hariba, Lonambal, Kaibusing sea, Mensindana, Angamata, Honda, Hajipabu, and the Sapavagi film the lady, Adabu, Karigumba, no, Sina Mahata, Sundrok Labadi, Kogi, Panama Quina, Turel Lonambal, Vienna Honabasu, Soidana, Kogi, Turelgi, Lonambal, Sikairaga, so the Ising Patrapaki film the lady, Hajipabu in SKTV the Makta, Hiramasingatan, Zariba, video journalist Benson Nongtomum, Infal is Kurailam Nongtong.
The incessant rain in the past 2 to 3 days has also affected Senapati district, especially the district headquarters. Rivers traversing the district are at dangerously elevated levels, inflicting damage upon retaining walls and livestock in proximity to the river banks. A bridge that facilitated access to the district headquarters was also swept away by the flood. District administration has also started establishing relief camps in safer locations for those affected by the deluge. Meanwhile, residents of Senapati district are grappling with significant hardships as the relentless rainfall has led to a power outage persisting for over 2 days now. District administration also informed that they are taking up initiatives with town committee, student bodies and CSOs for the safety of people. Water Resources Department (WRD) has advised to evacuate population residing in the floodplains of Imphal River within Imphal city in view of the prevailing floods in the state. According to an advisory issued by WRD Commissioner cum Secretary Ningthojam Geoffrey, a total of 135 mm rainfall in the past 72-hour period in Kangpokpit district may lead to mass flooding in the catchment area of Imphal River. Further highlighting that the measurement is the general benchmark used by WRD in preparing and taking steps for emergency flood control. It cautioned that the surface runoff of rainwaters for Kangpokpi will now be reaching Imphal Valley, expecting to lead to overflows at more number of stretches along the Imphal River, thus advising to evacuate population residing in the floodplains of Imphal River within Imphal city. Meanwhile, a press release from DIPR, citing prediction from India Meteorological Center, Imphal, informed that heavy to very heavy rainfall may occur in the state till June 1. Further appealing to the general public to follow traffic advisories, if any, by the state authority, it asked the public to avoid going to areas that face waterlogging problems, riverfront with high water level, staying in vulnerable structures, landslides-prone areas, and not to believe in rumors. It also asked the general public to contact Flood Control Room through 0385 2451 550 in case of emergency and flood-related matters. India reported 3,395 active COVID-19 cases as per data released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare today. As many as 685 more COVID-19 cases were reported in a day. Ministry of Family Welfare has reported that since January 1, a total of 26 individuals have succumbed to COVID-19 over the course of 1 year. Meanwhile, 4 more deaths due to coronavirus infection were reported in the country in the last 24 hours. 1 death each was reported in Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Karnataka and Kerala. As per latest data from Health Ministry, Kerala has 1,336 cases, followed by Maharashtra with 467 cases and Delhi with 375. Gujarat has 265 cases, Karnataka has 234 and West Bengal has 205 cases. On the other hand, around 1,435 people were discharged after being successfully treated for the viral infection. Meteorological Center Imphal under Indian Meteorological Department has issued an orange alert for the state, warning of significant rainfall over the next 2 days starting today. Additionally, a yellow alert has been announced for June 2, indicating relatively milder conditions with an expected improvement from June 3 onwards. Meanwhile, the state has already witnessed heavy rainfall in the past 24 hours, with Senapati district recording 154.2 mm of precipitation, while Ukhrul district received 76.2 mm. Observational devices installed across Manipur provide a detailed background of rainfall measurements in different locations. Some significant recordings include Bishnupur district at 21 mm, Chandel at 12.3 mm, Churachandpur at 52.4, Imphal Airport at 36.4, Tamenglong at 62.1, Thoubal ORG at 40.8, Moirang at 21 mm, Chakpi Karong at 6.5, Chandel KVK at 8.5, Jiribam at 27, Porongpat at 53.5, Yaralpat at 38, Lamshang at 51.5, Saikul at 35.5, Khopum at 64, Mao at 37, ADH More at 40.5, Lilong at 18 mm, Thoubal AWS at 13.5 mm and Molnom in Ukhrul at 22 mm. Rising water levels in the Iril River due to incessant rain have caused structural damage to shutter number 3 of the Laithabi barrage in Imphal East district. Locals suspect that the damage to shutter number 3 of the Laithabi barrage may have resulted from the failure to open 5 shutters out of the 6. Typically, these shutters are slightly opened during floods to regulate water levels. Efforts to repair the damaged shutter of Dolaithabi barrage have been hindered due to elevated water levels and intense water force. The relevant authorities are also unable to open up the shutters due to the intense water force. The situation of Dolaithabi barrage will be in critical condition if the heavy rainfall continues. On the other hand, Mahut Director Ngangum Uttam has appealed to the general public to stay alert and cooperate with the emergency and rescue operations being carried out in flood-affected areas. Speaking exclusively to SKTV, the director noted that crowds who came out to watch a flood situation on streets have created disruptions to activities related to emergency and rescue operations, thereby causing traffic jam and blocking passages. He further asked all concerned to contact Flood Control Room, which is being opened by Water Resource Department through 0385 2451 550 in case of emergency and flood-related matters.
Torban Kaiba Sing Shausibu Kumai Oina Yangba Kocha Piganu Masi Sagi Damata Amadimiam Joina Safe Mayamna Sing Shao Yangba Turin Torban Kaiba Yang Pasapasina Maramoraga Mapam Karada traffic jam Yamapoli traffic jam Tola Pasina emergency da Akwegi machinery Pochai Putopasin Togada Apan Bapidana Kalhobayaba Akwegi Torban Kaibagi Togokayasi Kanbanam the Bagi Pigum the Lake Aduna Miamna Masagi Isagisu safe Wainaba Yum the Lagu Aduga Mayam Gisu safe Wainaba Akwegi Kwachalaga Lambida Chilanba Potpa to the Torban that's in the Lanba Masigumba Pudong Sada Vasika and Biganu Aina Piltozeri.
On, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Miam the Kanganjaba. Hosik Imphal Akoiba Mapam Singda, Ising Isauki Kudong Sada by Mayunari Basida, Tankerki Kutanga, Ising Lowing Basina, Makagi Pizeriba, mobile number Singasidagi, Akupa Marol Kambi Galina Kudong Saba Lowiba Yagani, Imphal West Rural Oina, Irom Zimi, Junior Engineer, mobile number 8132082171, El Hentoy, Junior Engineer, mobile number 70052 Imphal is Arvan Oina, S. Megaras, Assistant Engineer, mobile number 8794628708. Imphal West Arvan Oina, Sital Kumar Tongbram, Assistant Engineer, mobile number 97908395883. Imphal is Rural Oina, Pangambam Victoria, Assistant Engineer, mobile number 873092847 Amasung Konsam Suresh Kumar Singh, Junior Engineer, mobile number 73489931991 da call Tobiraktuna Akupa Marol Singh Kangbi Bayagani, Kangan Jariva, Chief Engineer, PhD, Governor of Manipur.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Primetime English News. More news and updates. T.O. Pendro, the Additional Deputy Commissioner of Bishnupur District, has informed residents of the district to promptly notify SDC Nambol, Moirang and Bishnupur regarding any emergencies arising from the recent flooding that has beset the state. In a press release, the ADC informed the people to contact mobile number 700-560-7896 for SDC Nambol, 700-14-90194 for Bishnupur SDC and 9863-338225 for Moirang SDC. Federation of Civil Society Folks has urged the authorities concerned to hold efforts for vacating internally displaced persons, IDPs, who are taking refuge at Langul government quarters. Addressing a press meet held today at its Kabolekai War Cemetery office, Fox President B.M. Yaima Shah asserted that some individuals who claim themselves as relevant authorities asked the IDPs to leave the government quarters yesterday, citing a government order in this regard. Further stating that CSOs from the state have been engaging in dialogue with the centre as part of their efforts to resolve the ongoing crisis and address the grievances of IDPs, Yaima Shah contended that no authorities should ask the IDPs to vacate the government quarters at this point of time, and until a proper arrangement has been made for them. An IDP named Ahibam Memcha asserted that the IDPs have been taking refuge at the government quarters with consent from relevant authorities since the day security forces transported them from More to Imphal. She further termed the government's order which instructed IDPs at government quarters to vacate the shelter merciless. While questioning about their shelter after leaving the quarters, she appealed the government to hold the order unless a proper arrangement has been made for them.
ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯟꯗꯥ ꯂꯩꯇꯥꯍꯟꯅꯅꯕ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯏꯁꯨꯁꯤꯡ ꯁꯦꯝꯕ ꯉꯝꯖꯅꯕ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯅꯧꯕ ꯈꯨꯟꯗꯥ ꯂꯩꯇꯥꯕ ꯅꯣꯔꯃꯦꯜꯁꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯨꯔꯛꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯇꯥꯡꯀꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯐꯝꯗ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯃꯤꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯡ ꯊꯥꯖꯔꯒ IDPꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ तानबगी थबसे सुम मखा लेप्थना चथरप तारगदी फेडरेशन ऑफ सिविल सोसाइटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ना तसेंगना IDP सिंग असिगी दमक कोई मांगजिन थाना अचौब इहोमा सागलकनी हाइबसिमा मसिगी लेंगा अमदि मरी लेनबसिंदा थमजनिंगी
Kanglei People's Confederation, Cape Con, Manipur, staged a sit-in at Kashampat Limajam Laikai Community Hall today, demanding justice for the Waltabi incident. Placards which read as "Stop Divide and Rule" policy and "Why the Union government remains silent," among others, were displayed during the protest. Speaking on the sideline, Cape Con President Kaitilakpam London demanded to resolve the public outrage over the Waltabi incident according to the wish of the general public. He also decried the legislatures for engaging in power tussle instead of paying heed to the aspiration of the public. DM College of Commerce, an institution affiliated with Dhanamanjari University, has announced the indefinite postponement of its entrance examination due to the recent flooding in Imphal city. In an official press release, the college declared that the entrance examination for the BBA and BCom first semester has been postponed indefinitely and that the administration will provide updates regarding the rescheduling of the exam in the near future. An emergency joint meeting of Amju Standing Committee and Editors Guild Manipur was convened last night at Manipur Press Club to discuss coverage of news related to emergency services in the backdrop of the looming flood situation as against the present boycott of government-related news by Amju and EGM. The meeting resolved to relax the boycott with regard to emergency services relating to natural calamities, including flood situation in public interest. Prescribed Outfit Koiring-led UNLF has clarified that it has no connection with Seram Inau alias Khaba alias Bagauba, age 46 of Nambultiam Awang Lekai in whatsoever. In a press release signed by its publicity secretary M. Sakhen, Koiring-led UNLF accused the police of claiming Inau as a member of the outfit who is arrested in connection with extortion activities to tarnish the image of the outfit. Continuing that letterheads signed by its Finance Secretary M. Munan will only be used while seeking donations from general public, the outfit cautioned the general public from those who seek donation using its name through phone calls. Professor G. Sunil Kumar, Director of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS, has emphasized that the use of smokeless tobacco products has led to numerous fatalities and has significantly contributed to various types of cancer and oral health problems. The statement was made today during World No Tobacco Day 2025 observance, which was organized by Department of Public Health Dentistry, Dental College at RIMS Banting Hall under the theme Unmasking the Appeal, exposing industry tactics on tobacco and nicotine products. Speaking further, Professor Sunil Kumar said that people need to thoroughly understand the companies who sells tobacco products. He also commended Tobacco Cessation Center of the Dental College for their effort to reduce usage of tobacco products. A symposium on Breaking the Habit, a multidisciplinary dental approach to tobacco cessation and oral health, was also conducted as part of the observance.
Through oral health education, cessation support and advocacy, we can help patients understand the visible damage tobacco causes and guide them towards a healthier lifestyle. I encourage our students to take this course forward, not just today but every day, whether it is in the clinics, in the classroom or in the community. Let us also remember the public health begins with awareness, but it must lead to action also. We need stronger regulation, sustained campaigns, and above all, a united voice against an industry that profits from addiction and suffering.
I would like to begin to introduce the Tobacco Cessation Center established at the Dental College, Imphal. The center was formally inaugurated on June 19, 2024 by Dr. Atul Goyal, Director General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and has since been functioning as a dedicated space to support individuals in overcoming tobacco dependence. It plays a key role in our institute's broader mission to promote public health and improve health outcomes in the community. It is run by Department of Public Health Dentistry. Now coming to the total number of patients screened in this center, from January 2024 to April 2025, the center has catered to a total of 4,054.
Environment Club and IQAC, YKA College Wangjing organized college-level symposium on ending plastic pollution globally at its multipurpose hall today. The symposium was organized as part of World Environment Day. Addressing the symposium, YK College Principal Kundragbam Jugindro highlighted the dual nature of plastics, emphasizing that while their versatility makes them highly useful in daily life, they also pose a significant risk to all living beings and the environment. He urged students to take an active role in raising awareness about the harmful effects of plastic on both the environment and living beings, encouraging them to educate the public and advocate for responsible usage and sustainable alternatives. Longjam Yaifarimbi, Marina Thiam and Ngangum Ricky won first, second and third position respectively in the symposium. They also received a citation, certificate and cash reward each. The grand finale of 72nd edition of Miss World 2025 Beauty Pageant will be held today at High-Tech's Arena, Hyderabad. The Miss World 2025 competition, which has been going on for 3 weeks, will announce the winner in a few hours. Massive arrangements have been made at High-Tech's Arena for the grand finale. Officials said that the event will begin at 6:30 p.m. and end at 9:20 p.m. They said that arrangements are being made to accommodate about 3,500 people. The stage is ready for this mega event, illuminated with electric lights. Beauties from 108 countries have come to participate in the Miss World competition, out of which 40 contestants have been selected for the grand finale. However, out of 40, 16 contestants have already advanced to the quarterfinals by winning fast-track challenges. Nandini Gupta, who won Femina Miss India World 2023 title, will represent India at the Miss World 2025 finale. This time, the winner of Miss World will get 8.5 crore rupees prize money along with other benefits. Miss World chairperson Julia Molly will head the prestigious jury. Renowned entrepreneur Sudha Reddy and Miss England 2014 Karna Tyrrell will serve as jury members. All Manipur Road Transport Driver and Motor Workers Union held a meeting today with Surface Transport Hill Area Welfare Union and Senapati District Driver Welfare Union holding a meeting today at its office at MG Avenue. Speaking during a press conference held after the meeting, General Secretary of the Union, Maibam Anil, asserted that all drivers should adhere to the rules and regulations of All Manipur Road Transport Drivers and Welfare Motor Workers Union. He added that the union has been putting efforts for the betterment of drivers by registering at National Federation of India Road Transport Workers Union and All India Trade Union since 1971. Anil further emphasized that members of the union collectively contribute funds to support a pension scheme for retired drivers. Additionally, the initiative extends financial assistance to those unable to continue driving due to injury, ensuring their well-being and security.
Sibuk Tony Maka, diversity, short as a Tony, above Tony, Sibuk Tony Maka, Lakini, I will run. I mean, you won't wonder up besides the Kaigram, a quick driver in there, a water, diversing young water, Kanagano, a quick Cairo, I have come to Tolly, to Virano, with diversing young water, a quick diamond, a quick one of the Raymond Mamsi, a quick wabam way of the way. Yantana, with diversing Zigoeva, some stanzin, I could diversing just alive again. I walk home to the end of the Dingisi. Manipur assume Mapan the chill drivers in Kuziki, Mapan the direct laga. Any state is sitting in like so by the driver like Kudimaxe, Union Gi, Tanakamon, no agates at the Masidi, I hear but Salapu Targadi, Maduda, Tolopa, Tabakudi Mokudi, driver Masavasa, Pamzagadi.
Meanwhile, Assembly Speaker of Senapati District Driver Welfare Union, Kaiko P. Foze, highlighted how drivers face various difficulties such as buns, blockades and accidents. He also expressed disappointment over certain drivers who refuse to contribute money for the betterment of the union. He further highlighted that Senapati District Driver Welfare Union and Surface Transport and Driver Union are the only two registered unions.
Donation di Piroi Hena Kangu Krana. Okay, Bangrang Nahanda High Kibudo, Kitang Nungajade, a Payday, the Yaujade, a Quagi, Maru with Simpomdi, when a Pasanu Sapami, heavy wallet, Maruena, Hawana Tariba, Mayam say, when the Mating DJ, heavy say, she done Maruena from the near. Anish Buddha, Anayek Nankraba, Mayam say, I quit the Union Makada insurance of Quitamze. Aduna, Chinausa. Drivers in Kanatora Haraga donation pigni piro heavy Matangasu, Kantobino dubu, Mayan Tamaraga, Minum Sima Tamaraga, Egi Damagni, Nangi Damagni, heavy Minusima Tamaraga, Sigi Marakida confusion of Tobino, heavy say, Mayamda, Midagi through the Tamzabani.
And now in the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Imphal Path, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 23.9 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 22 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 95% in the morning and 98% in the evening. Manipur received 52.9 millimeters of rainfall in the past 24 hours. Now, before we wrap up for today's English news, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Floodwater inundates homes and streets in parts of Imphal East and Imphal West districts as major rivers flowing in the districts swell above danger mark. Flood wreaks havoc in Senapati district. There are structures located near river banks swept away by strong current. Authority opens relief centers for flood-affected people. Water Resources Department urges evacuation of Imphal River floodplain residents amid ongoing floods. WRD takes steps for emergency flood control. And India sees surge in COVID-19 cases within 24 hours with reports of 4 new fatalities. Now that's all we have for today's Primetime English News. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good night.